welcome you all once again to this training. And today we are going to be looking at the software itself. We're going to take a tour to the software. Then we'll look at how to bring in data into the software. Then we'll also look at how to do some very basic things within the software. So I'm going to share my screen. So I think you can see my screen now. So I'm going to open the software. It will give time to load. So this is the software. So once you open it, this is how it will
Okay, that is that thing you sent to us. If we open it, this is how it's going.
If
It's
you
going to be.
installed it, yeah, if you installed it, this is how it will be.
Okay.
Yeah. So now there are usually two interfaces. Actually, there are three interfaces, but now you can only see two because we've not done anything. We have this is the data view. Then this is the variable view. We have data view, then we have variable view. So the data view is where you enter data. If, for example, you have very few data sets, so you can actually enter them from here. Let's say you have okay, the first one is a female, and this is a male. Just taking an example. Let's say we have another male, we have female, we have female, we have male, we have female, male, we have female. So then, so let's say the other one is age group. We have 24, 25, 24, 21, 40, 45, 37. Let's say we have 29. So let's say this is just, you can see now it's showing variable 1, variable 2. So if you want to rename, you come to this variable view. Here now, you can call this is gender. And if you want to say gender of, there must not be space. So if you want to put space, you use underscore. Say gender, let's say gender 01, for example. I'm just imagining that if you want to add anything, there must not be space. So then this one is age. So this is age. Let's say you want to say age of participants. So it will be age underscore participant. But there's actually a place where you can write their name. So this is gender under the label gender of the participant. So this one you can write it as if the normal way you write. So this is age of the participants. So if we go back now, you can see that it has changed. You can see that it has labeled this. I'm just saying that usually you will not use this. You will always prepare your work in Excel. Then you move in into um, you move it into the software. So basically, that's what you will always do. But you may have some very few data. You may not want to enter them in Excel. You want to enter them from this software. So that's how it's done. So then when you've done that, I just want to show you how to enter that. Then the next thing you want to check, you can see here now, we have numbers here, we have alphabet. Now for numbers, there are different kind of data type. Now numbers, we have these are different data type. It could be numeric, could be a comma, it could be a dot, it can be a scientific notation, could be date, could be dollar, could be custom, um, it could be a custom currency, then it could be a string data. Now, basically, there are usually two types of data that you will always find. The first one is it could be a numeric data, then or a string data. String data are usually alphabet data. For example, when you write name, when you write gender, when you write location, let's say urban, rural, anything that is alphabetic, they are usually string data. So anything that is number will always come up um, as numeric data. Did you get that? So anything
Yes.
that is alphabet, you will always denote them with string. So anything that is number, it will always come up with numeric. Then if it's a date, then you have to select that is a date. So that is that. Then the next thing is decimal. You can see from here. I will have this is two decimal places. Then if you want it to be one decimal place, you just come here under this decimal, you reduce it. You can see it is one. Then if you go back now, it's going to be one. So if you don't want decimal at all, then you can make it zero. If you go back there, it will be zero. So is that clear?
Yes.
So that's basically how it's done. Now we are going to later we are going to talk about all this label and how to, for example, you may have some data where you say one is male, two is female. Then that kind of data you have to label what each of those categories mean, especially for questionnaire based types of analysis. What you usually do is that you represent them. Maybe when you are entering the data, you may not want to be entering them alphabetically. You may want to enter them with number and now show what each of those number represent. So if you've done that, then the next thing you will do, once you come here and enter the value. You can say one, let's say this one is one, you now say, okay, one is male, then just like that. But in this case now, we are not doing that, but we're going to work on uh, those that look like that later. Now, the next thing I want to quickly look at is how do you, I have a PowerPoint, but I don't want to use PowerPoint. I will send the PowerPoint to you people. So um, basically, the next thing we want to look at now is um, how do you import data? Assuming, let me open up uh, an example of data set. So let me assume, let's look at this data set. That would qualify. So let's look at this. Hmm. So this is an example. You can see this data now. Can you see it?
Yes.
So this is example of data that you've entered on the field. You've entered them in Excel. Then you clean, you make sure that there's no missing data. Now you want to move them into SPSS. How do you do that? Now let's go back to the software. Now move any data into SPSS, you come to File, click on File, then you click on Open, then you click on Data. So once you click on Data, it will open up. You can see. Now, remember that the data we want to move is in desktop, so you have to choose. By default, it will move you people to a document, but you have to
Document.
choose where you store the data. For me, I stored my old data. The data I want to move in is in the desktop. So I choose desktop, then is SPSS data. Now, remember, you can see here all the data that I've already analyzed that I stored as SPSS. Then another thing is that SPSS data are usually stored as .sav. That's the extension, just like your document is .dov, .docx, and the rest. So this one is .sav. This is SPSS data, but the data I want to import is actually what? Excel. So you have to come here under this file types, files of type. Then you click on, you look for Excel. This is Excel. So you click Excel, then you can see all the Excel data will come up. Now the data I want to import is this particular data. So I'll click on it, then I'll click on Open. Then to show me the extension, just wait now. It will show me this extension. So I'll click on OK. So once I click on OK, I'll wait. Then you can see it has opened up. Can you see? You can see it has opened up. Can you see?
Yes.
You can see it has opened up the data set. Now, another thing I want to quickly mention here is this. You can see here, okay, just like I said, you can see the way it has categorized these different data that has open. Now, the next thing that I want to quickly teach you guys is that I'm going to copy this one now, this particular data. I'm going to copy, then I will take it back to Excel. Now, let me open a new Excel. Now, what I want to do now is that I'm going to say anywhere you see DM, call it 1 for me. Find and replace. So I'll say wherever you see DM, put 1 for me. I'll say replace all. So that's that. But you know that here now, this one's supposed to be non-DM, but you know it's also DM to replace. So you now say copy this. Now still say find and replace. And that replace, you now tell this one. Wherever you see non-1, which is non-DM, call it 2 for me. So automatically you can see that it has replaced this. So I can actually copy this again. I'll copy this. I can actually do this before I even move the Excel or whichever one that works for me. So I can copy this now. I will come back to the software. Then I will come up another one. Then I'll come and put paste. So you can see it has this now is this. The reason why I did this like this is what I want to show to you. Because there are some analysis you want to do. String data will not allow you. The software will not allow you to use string data. So you have to convert the string data to numbers. Same go with gender. This I also go and do the same now for this gender. So I also cut this. I'll take it to this Excel. So I'll replace this. Now I'll come and tell the software, this wherever you see M, call it 1 for me. And wherever you see F, call it 2 for me, or 0, whichever one I want to call it 2. can see that. So copy this, I'll take it back to software. I'll also bring it here and paste. Now, but I have to come and define this. Now we'll go back under this. This one is definition. This definition, definition underscore coded. No, that's the coded one. Then this one is gender underscore coded. Is that clear?
Yes.
So immediately I have done this, then the next thing I want to do now is to come and come and what? Come and tell the software what one is and what two means. So I'll come here, I'll come under this value. I'll tell the software, remember we said one is DN. So I'll tell the software, wherever you see one, call it diabetes. Visit patients. Then two is non-diabetes patient. So I've done that. Then the second one, I will say one is male. Then two is what? Female. Once I do that, then I'll go back to the software. You can see now it has labeled this thing for me. So if I want to switch it back to one, I'll come here, this arrow, this one that have alphabet and number. Once I click on it, it return to number. So once I click on it, it will return it back
Okay.
to alphabet. So that's basically how you bring in data into your uh, the software and also categorize it. Then the next thing I want to teach you now is how to create, for example, age group, how to create ranges. You know, usually you say from here to here is this. Let's say you have a glucose level, you say from here to here is high, from here to here is medium, from here to here is low. So how to create all those kind of groups. So that's the next thing I want to show you now. I hope this lady is on this call. She's not here.
Hmm.
Oh, she will watch the video.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, once you've done this, then the next thing you want to do now is how to create age group. Now, for you to create age group, you have to know the range of this age. Because it's when you know the highest and the lowest. So it's based on that that you know how to create the age group. Just give me 1 minute, please. Come.
Okay. Okay.
Hello. Yeah, I'm back.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. Okay, she's here. So now I'm going to show you how to do that. Then the next thing you want to do is to how to create book. So the first thing you want to do is to go and check what is the range, the minimum and the maximum value of this particular age. So how do we do that? You come to analyze, then you come to descriptive statistics, then you go to frequency. So under that, we move our age into this software. Then we come to under statistics, then we will ask for minimum, maximum value.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you. It's like
Like she's
he has gone off.
actually. Mm. Okay. She's
Maybe
still with me.
maybe he will log in later.
Mm.
Okay. Did you go to work today?
No, no, I didn't.
Okay, okay. It's like today is your off day or yeah, and some days off.
This is my off day. Oh. Tomorrow we'll continue.
Okay, okay. Well, I like you people's pattern of work anyway. Not this particular one. I'll be working every time morning, Monday to Fridays. Then Saturday and Sunday will be my off. I don't really enjoy that pattern, sha. But what will I do now?
Mm.
Mm. So that is it. So
It's small, small now.
just that my friend didn't tell me earlier about cleaner lancet. Otherwise, that time he was working there was the time I
Mm.
would have come. But it was immediately that he left the cleaner lancet that he was telling me about the place that I should apply this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, he was like giving me the impression that despite the fact that we are on east, when I come over to Lagos, if you pay house rent, transport fare, everything will still be almost the same, you know. But
It's
immediately he
not
traveled.
lying. It's
Uh,
not lying. That is.
yeah, it's true, but the experience and the exposure, all the rest of them. Well, honestly, I really want to work in a place where I will be having maybe shift duties. You work in the morning, sometimes night, something like that. Not this constant
Mm.
morning from Monday to Friday.
I
Honestly.
don't. Are you on LinkedIn? You have account
Yes,
with LinkedIn.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe you can go through a cleaner lancet because now so many people are think Yeah, there might be some vacancies like that.
Okay. Mm.
They can go to
Okay.
LinkedIn, submit your
Mm.
application. They just employed recently. They did interview last 2 Mondays for
Oh,
some new set of people. Although
really?
me, it was my friend. They sent a request for histo scientist, and she's not histo scientist. I just told her she should go, sha, but she
Uh,
was reluctant. She's microbiology specialist. She was reluctant.
okay.
She didn't. So the people they did
Uh,
interview, oh, they just
mm.
came using work last week.
Okay. Ah, that's good though. Well, my own specialty is a clinical chemistry, but like you said, one can actually, do the work
Hello.
in some other specialties. Okay, sir.
My network, call came in, so I was taking up.
All right.
So, like I was saying, so, I was talking about how to share link. Sorry, how to actually do what's it called? How to do um I meant how to do this particular how to do age ranges. So for you to do age ranges, next thing that should be shown. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you see my screen now? Hello?
It's coming up. Okay, I can see it now.
Okay. So let's go back. So like I said, let me retake this aspect. So for you to check the minimum and the maximum number of any number that you have in a data set, you come to analyze, come to discrete statistic, then you come to frequency. Then you move what you want to check. Is the age group now I want to check. So I move the age group into this variable box. Then I will come here and define what I want. I want medium mode that's going to come to all of this, then I'll do that. But now all I need is just maximum, minimum and maximum. Click on continue. Then I will deselect this display frequency table. The reason is because if I don't display this, it will start bringing each of these number out one by one, which I don't want. So I'll click on
Excuse,
this.
sir. Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay. Okay, I can now see the screen very well now. Before it's like it was hanging, but I can now see it.
So I'll click on OK. Then once I click on OK, then it will bring out this box. Now remember I told you there are uh, three layouts of the software. Now on the software we have three layouts. The first layout is data view, three views rather. We have data view, variable view, then we have output view. So this is where the result of your analysis come out from. Are you getting me? Are you following?
Hello, sir.
Are you following?
Please,
Hello?
come again. Come again.
Okay, I said there are three views for this software.
Yeah.
We have the data view, the variable view, then the output view. So this is the output view. So this is where you view your results. Are you with me?
Yes.
This
Okay.
is where you view your result. So since we know the range now, the highest is 87, then the lowest is 30,
34.
34. So we can decide to say, okay, we want to divide this our data into, let's say, 10 group. Let's say the first one will be anything less than 40, and the other one will be 40 to 50, then sorry, anything less than 40, then 40 to 50, then 51 to 60, then 60 to 70, then 71 to, or any, the next one will not be anything greater than 70. So let's go now and do that. So for us to do that, there's what we call data transformation. So under transformation, now we want to recode. So if you want to recode, if you say recode into the same variable, what you are telling the software to do is that the changes you are going to make to replace this, which does not make sense because you may have a mistake. So in this case, what you usually do, you tell it to recode into different variable. So now once I click on the code into different variable, this data dialog will also open. Now what I want to record is the age, then I'll move the age in. Then I'll now come here and write the name. You must know there shouldn't be space here too. So I'll say age recorded. Then I'll click OK. So once I click OK, then it will change, it will name, a new name will come up here. It will not tell me old and new values. So I'll click on these old and new values. So once I click on that old and new value, it will come this way. Now, if it's just one value here, I can say, okay, whichever value I add here, then call it this for me. But remember, it's range that we are working on. So you have to come and click on range. Are you with me?
Yes, but it seems that I can't see any changes on the screen. It's like the screen is hanging.
Yes,
Are you clicking? Why?
Yes. Let me share. Can you see it now?
I don't know what you're saying is sort of
Can you
cracking
see it?
small. I don't know whether it's network problem from your side.
Okay, but can you hear me now?
It's cracking. Flourish. I don't know whether you are experiencing the same thing.
But I can hear you very well. Hello?
I can't really hear you very well. It's like cracking.
Can you hear me now?
It's breaking.
Hello?
It's breaking.
Yes.
Breaking?
Hello.
So it's breaking. I can hear you, but it's breaking. It's not all that clear.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Can
It's
you
still
hear
the
me
same
now?
issue. Yes, I can hear you.
It's still the same.
Yeah.
I think it's network then.
It's network issue. Maybe.
So what should we do? So what should we do?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Is it better now?
Mm-hmm. It's still the same.
Okay. It's like we'll reschedule the class then because it doesn't make sense. Hello?
Hello.
I said we'll reschedule the class.
Maybe because honestly, is breaking. I can't really get you very well.
And that's what I'm saying.
And
Because it
and it's
seems
like it's a,
it's like it seems it want to rain. Maybe it's network.
and it's like it's affecting the screen as well. The screen sharing.
Okay. So let's end the class. We'll move tomorrow then. Is that okay?
Well, Flourish, I don't know. I think it will be better like that because it's actually cracking and I can't really get you.
It doesn't make sense if you can't get it because what is the essence of teaching when you can't? So let's class then continue. All right.
Mhm. Mm.